Okay, so since last time we've had the monocoque and the space frame put together, as you can see. You'll notice that the car has been covered up. We've recently had it vinyled and we don't want to reveal the design just yet. Just now, the latest work been done on the car is welding on the steering wheel mount. There's also been progress with the side pods. One of them has been fitted onto the car. It's since been taken off and will work. That will house the radiator. There's also been work done on the loom, which is to do with all the electrical components on the car. So we've come a long way. It's still a long way to go yet, so we're into a very exciting period now.
Hi there. So last time we saw some of the wings going together, so each half as they come out the autoclave. Now you can see the whole wing has been put together, so each element itself has been put together each half. It's had the ends put in so they can be attached to the end plates, and mountings have been attached so they can go onto the back of the rear car. Hopefully when these mountings now come back from anodizing, it can be put on the car pretty soon, ready for testing next month. We've also got our first side pod ready for the car. This is the left-hand side pod that houses the exhaust and the oil radiator. As you can see, it exploits what's called an ground effect to generate force on the underside of the pod where it reaches quite close to the ground itself, just from a aerodynamic scoop positioned along the bottom of this side pod.
Hi, I'm John and I'm going to talk about the new gearshift system I've been developing for Cardiff Racing. So at the moment we use this flat shifter to change gear. So that basically, when the driver flicks the paddles on the steering wheel, up and down, this sends an electrical signal to this via an ECU, which basically tells us to go up and down. My new gear shifting system uses pneumatics instead, so that uses an onboard compressed air system, and when you press up and down on here, that sends a signal to this computer control system, which then nationals with my Rio, which then opens valves, which then actuates this up and down. I've also expected the system a clutch control cylinder, so this moves in and out with the clutch, and then this can be used to provide automatic downshifting or even launch control if the driver wishes, or he can manually use the foot clutch. So at the moment we're hoping to get it quicker. So at the moment this flat shifter can produce, I think it's a 50 millisecond upshift. I'm hoping to get that down to around 40 milliseconds. And then of course with downshifting, if we can automatically use the clutch, then that's going to make a massive difference, because downshift should be within 100 milliseconds. So I've been testing the system both just using springs on a sort of a flat static test bench, and I've also lately been testing it on engines, this Honda CRF 450 and our current engine and the Aprilia SXV 550.
So whilst we're building CR12, we've still got CR10, our show car, and our simulator around. These cars we take out to local schools, events and sponsors to show what we do to a wider audience and try to promote engineering to the next generation. This car here, you can see its livery, is actually made up of lots of little dragons that were drawn by the children that we go and visit out at schools. We've also got our simulator built off a previous year's chassis that we can take out and let people have a trial in what it's like to race a real racing car. And this just gives back to the people who all help us get on our track to Silverstone each year and each summer. So that's it for April. Next month we hope to show you our engine in CR12 for the first time and the first firing of that, and the car then out on track up at Landau for some testing so you can see what was under that sheet earlier. So thank you for watching, subscribe and stay tuned for more.